Joining me right now is Everett Davis. He's the founder of thereferencestore.com. He is a professional liar. Everett, welcome to Houston's Morning News.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, this is how you described yourself, correct? I mean, you say that you are a professional liar.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, we make no bones about what we do here. We're very proud of the results that we're able to get for our clients.
All right, let me just, for those just joining me, what you do is you will set up a work history that is fabricated for a fee, of course. You will put together a resume. You'll become a reference. All of this for as little as $50, depending on what you want. All of it lies as a prospective employer begins to vet an employee. You'll set it up. Colleges and references and all that stuff. You'll lie about all of it, and then you'll back it up.
All that is true, except for the part we don't help folks fabricate their educational history.
All right. So that's out. It's just basically your employment history. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
So I'm trying to hire somebody. They bring to me a resume with an employment history. Then I begin looking at their references and where they've worked, and all of it's phony. I pick up the phone. I call a phony number. I get you on the phone, and what are you telling me?
Essentially, what we'll do is we work hand in hand with our clients, and we're going to say what they need us to say on their behalf. That comes with every reference plan. We also have something called a targeted reference. And that approach has had a 100% success rate to date. And what that is where our clients hire us to find a specific employer. We target that employer. We look into their corporate culture. We look into that particular hiring manager's practices and what they look for beyond the job posting. We take that information and then set up a virtual scenario, where that candidate then becomes the ideal candidate because he's armed with extra information.
Everett, let me ask you this. So I find out, because I think of myself as a relatively smart guy. I employ a couple of people. But let's say I find out that one of my employees has been lying to me about their work history. I'm going to clean their clock. Do they have any retribution to your company, to thereferencestore.com? I mean, have you ever had anyone come back and say, hey, they found out you were lying?
To be perfectly candid with you, no, and meaning no disrespect towards you or any other hiring professional. I think that all things being equal, they're not looking for us. We're looking for them. We use several different security countermeasures to thwart the best efforts of hiring managers.
Right.
It is highly unlikely that they're ever going to find any of this out. And to date, we have yet to have one client come back post-hiring to tell us that had been an issue. Not one.
Everett, my co-host Lois Melkonian, her mouth is agape. Hang on for me, Everett. Hang on, and I want to come back to you, and I want to discuss with you some of the legal ramifications here. I also want to talk about the virtual funeral. I may have someone that needs that. He'll also set that up for you. Everett Davis, who is a professional liar.
Your Houston Morning News with Matt Patrick continues.
KTRH News Time is 7:22. Speaking of being taken away in handcuffs. No, I'm kidding. Everett Davis is the founder of an enterprise that will lie for you and concoct a resume that has a work history that isn't true. Everett, welcome back to Houston's Morning News. Lois wanted to ask you a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, Everett, I've got to ask you, so what if you get a person a job they really can't do because everything is a lie on there, can't do what they say they need to do?
Well, we take every case and we evaluate each person's skill set. What we encourage our clients to do is use their actual skill set to then find work. I mean, I've only had one gentleman actually, and who had worked in the media up in the Great Lakes area. We got him a job as a producer for a radio station.
Oh, don't even tell me that.
Oh, that's terrible, Everett.
What he had was he just got his degree.
Yeah.
No one would hire him. He was in his 40s, so no one would hire him because he had no experience. So we made it up. And he subsequently got hired as a producer.
Is that where we are today in this country, where we're going to lie about our education? Now, what would your mother say? Do you have sleep at night? I mean, what would your mom say if she knew you had this kind of a business?
But actually, you're absolutely right. My mom doesn't look on it very favorably, and however, when I do talk to my mom about it, I explain to her that it serves a greater good.
You lie. You lie to your mother is what you're doing.
Oh, no. No, I don't lie to my mom about it. These folks, most everyone stretches the truth anyway in their resume and during the interview. They do that anyway, almost without exception. I have a hard time finding anybody who has not done that, myself included. So we just take it to the next level. And as you mentioned earlier, the reference check is one part of the vetting process, and it's not even the most important part. If you are a skilled interviewer and you check their credentials, that duty falls upon the employer.
All right, Everett.
The reference check is the third most important aspect of the vetting process.
I don't know. I have to go home and just hang my head. I can't believe there are people out. Now, this is all legal. I'm going to put the web address out there. It's thereferencestore.com. Thereferencestore.com. I will tell you this, Everett. Lots of people have emailed me. They want to know what the website is. So it's very possible you will get some Houstonians that are looking to improve their resumes with lies. Everett Davis, I thank you for taking the time this morning, sir.